Hey folks, welcome back to Justice for All. Alright, so it's been a very long day in court, but I have a feeling that we're probably going to wrap up soon, because we're just discovering a whole lot. I don't know how it's going to end for Maya though, that's just what I'm scared about. But I feel like we only have so much time anyway, right? Yeah, again, still nervous, because this has probably been like the smartest witness we've had so far, but I don't know, I'm thinking that Edgeworth will definitely help us out now, especially after the last one, right? Okay, so let's continue on with this.
That glass of juice. I didn't really pour it for myself. I was surprised when I walked into that room and saw it in that messy state. And Juan, he was sitting slumped over and tired looking in the corner. When I saw him sitting like that, the thought that he was dead didn't cross my mind. To be honest, I thought he had just fainted or something. So I went to pour him some juice. When I realized that he was dead, that's when I knocked the flower vase over.
So you poured that glass of juice for the victim. Why did you say so earlier in your testimony?
Yeah, she lied about that, didn't she?
I didn't think I needed to include something so trivial. Phoenix, be careful here. If you can't find anything wrong with his testimony, then there's nothing left.
I know. Edgeworth. What the hell is going on in that brain of yours?
Now then, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Okay. When I found the body... I just don't know why she had to lie about that. The whole pouring the juice thing. Messy state. Okay. Wait, shit, not again, okay. Maybe there's something here, I'm not sure. And how did you come to realize that he was, in fact, dead?
I shook him over and over, but I never got a response. So I set the glass down in the dresser and tried to take his pulse. I was shocked, and I staggered backward.
And knocked the flower vase over? So that's what happened?
Yes. This is what it all comes down to.
Huh?
This is the absolute end for both sides, and Adrian isn't letting her guard down. Phoenix, now is our best bet yet to kill the prosecution's case.
Isn't that a bit harsh? Miss Andrews, will you tell us the truth this time? Yeah, she's really putting us through it. I didn't really pour it myself. I was surprised when I walked into the room and saw it in that messy state. Okay. Wait, what the hell? No, wait a minute. No, I'm looking for something. I want to check this again. Okay, yeah, that's right. Because she should have seen the knife in his chest? Like, that's really bad, right? Why wouldn't you think he was dead? Is that what it is? Wait a minute. So you honestly didn't think he was dead when you found him?
No, not at all.
Even though this is what you saw when you discovered the body?
What is the meaning of this?
Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? There is a knife sticking straight out of Mr. Corita's chest. Anyone who saw this scene would have immediately thought there was a dead man.
Well, you see.
I doubt a single person in the world would mistake this for someone who fainted. And then so nonchalantly go pour something to drink.
Your point is...
Miss Andrews, your testimony just now. It was all one giant lie. Fucking again. You kidding me? Ugh, come on. I want to like you. And your lie has proven one thing very clearly. That you are the real killer.
No!
Well, you gotta give me more than that. Come on.
It looks like the defense has somehow brought the ugly truth to light. The defendant, Mr. Madangard, is not guilty after all.
But that's impossible. You're wrong.
Miss Andrews, try to have some composure.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me, I tell you. It was Matt, I swear it. He's the one who killed Juan.
But you were the one who refused to testify. And your reason for not doing so was that you might end up incriminating yourself.
That's because...
Miss Andrews, I will give you one last chance. What exactly are you hiding that may incriminate you?
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
I refuse to testify.
Then there's no need for this court to continue for any further. Mr. Vanguard's innocence has been clearly demonstrated.
Is it over? Have we found the truth at last?
What's wrong, Phoenix?
Usually the real killer confesses his or her guilt. And now that I think about it, this is the first time someone hasn't. Yeah.
Now then, I would like to hand down my verdict for Mr. Madangard.
Yeah, Edgeworth knows too.
Your Honor, the prosecution feels that it would be premature to pass down a verdict at this time.
What?
The reason is quite simple. This witness has yet to speak the absolute real truth.
I mean, that is very true. She's just lied over and over again, so we don't really have anything from her.
The absolute real truth? What are you...
Witness, do you understand yet? Huh? I don't know who planted this silly idea into your head.
Oh.
But as long as you protect yourself through your silence, Matt on guard will go free. And in his place, you will become the guilty party. That's a lie! I don't believe you.
What?
I was told if I spoke, then it would all be over. And Matt would never be declared guilty.
What in the hell is she talking about? She lost it?
I can't speak about it, I'm too scared. It's Franziska von Karma.
Huh?
Don't you remember, Phoenix? Miss Andrews lives by gripping tightly onto the words of others. Because she doesn't have the strength to believe in herself.
I mean, oh, that's a little simplistic. I don't know about that, but... Okay, I guess we're going with it. Then right now, Miss Andrews is...
Yesterday, she was tossed a lifesaver by Miss Von Karma. Don't say a word. No matter what happens, if you do, Matt on guard will be acquitted. Miss Andrews undyingly believes in those words right now, and is clinging onto them.
Then what should we do? This is the first time I've ever come across something like this. But Miss Andrews has to be the killer, right? No. There's gotta be pieces of this missing. All we have to do now is get her not guilty. That is my only priority.
It wasn't me. I'm begging you, please believe me. I didn't kill Juan. Help. Please, someone help me.
Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
The court can't continue on like this, therefore I'd like to hear what you intend to do.
Oh shit. What I intend to do? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to say?
Right. I suggest you think very carefully about this. Think about what this witness did, and what she did not do. And think about who is the real mastermind behind this crime.
Who's the real mastermind? Isn't it obvious? No. There's no one else it could be except the woman crying over there, right? Come now, what will you do? What kind of man are you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I mean, if he's using her full name, that's gotta mean something. I mean, she's gotta tell us more. There's no way that we could just go off of what she's told us, because she basically hasn't told us anything at this point. Right? I have to win a complete acquittal today. There's no way around that. But I can't bring myself to do it like this. No, she's making a face like that. Miss Andrews, I would like to know what you are really hiding.
Mr. Wright, are you sure you know what you're doing?
Sure, Mr. Engard would get an acquittal, but in his place you would be found guilty. Is this really how you want this trial to end?
Be quiet. How dare you? You're trying to trick me.
That's enough. I commend you for trying, Mr. Edgeworth. However, it's clear that the defense's theory is the truth.
You're wrong.
You can't just keep saying that, you have to tell us why. What a shame. Oh, he's gonna save our asses, huh? I had hoped things wouldn't come to this. However...
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
Miss Andrews, since you absolutely refuse to testify, it falls on my shoulders to disclose this to the court.
Stop.
Mr. Edgeworth!
Dude, what is he gonna pull? What? This witness. Oh, whoa! This witness. How should I put this? She has an illness. What? What? And because of this illness, she— oh my god, no! Oh no! We promised we wouldn't say anything. Oh. And because of this illness, she has tried to commit suicide in the past. Stop! Please stop! Oh, I don't know if I agree with this tactic. No matter how much you want to hide it, it's no use. I have the evidence right here. Oh, that's... That's the second part of the suicide report. The attempted suicide report. What will you do now, witness? You know what I'm about to do, don't you? I will now reveal to the court the true nature of this pitiful woman known as Adrian Andrews. The secret of her dependent nature. Having other people know about it scares her more than anything else in the world, yeah.
Please stop! I beg you, if people find out, I'll...
Dude, what are you doing? Oh my god. It's fucking brutal. If you were going to say you would choose death, that is of no concern to me. Edgeworth, how can you be so cold? However, before you die, I will pull the truth from your still breathing lips, no matter what I have to do. Damn. So, will you tell the court yourself or shall I? Either's fine with me.
I'll talk, but please, help me. Nothing matters anymore.
Okay, I don't know if I agree with this, but if this is the only way to get her to talk. Because I don't want to believe that Edgeworth is that cruel, but...
When I first saw him, I really thought he had fainted, honest. When I realized he was dead, that's when I formulated my plan. Once I made sure there was no one else in the hallway, I made a dash back to Matt's room. And then, I stabbed Juan's dead body with the knife and ripped off the button. Just when I finished and was returning to Matt's room, I had a bit of an inconvenience. And that's why That's why I ended up using the nickel samurai costume.
Stab the body with a knife? But why would you do that?
Isn't it obvious? To pin the blame on a certain person. A certain cowardly man.
What do you mean by all this?
It might take this court a little while to understand, but... This is the truth.
The real killer's Matt. That scumbag of a man. I'll never forgive him. He's trying to escape his guilt again, just like last time.
What is this now? Last time? Oh my god, is that what... That's what the press conference was for, wasn't it? No, tell me more about that. Okay, wait a minute. So, Miss Andrews stabbed the victim, Juan Carita, in the chest with a knife. However, she didn't do it with the murder in mind. She did it with the intent of framing Matt on guard for the murder. And this is her crime. Right, tampering with the crime scene and all that. Okay. That is more believable, but... What? How is this possible? I mean, wasn't Miss Andrews supposed to be the real murderer? There he goes again. Supposed to be. What does it even mean? I'm not so sure.
Mr. Wright, please get over your shock and commence with the cross-examination.
Okay. I'm not even sure what to press anymore. I'm not even Actually, no. We'll press. Hold on. But you could tell from the state the room was in that there must have been a fight. Are you telling the truth when you say you did not know that he was dead?
He had a scarf tied around his neck. But that scarf is part of the Jammin Ninja's costume, so I didn't think anything about it was strange. His head was also tilted down a bit, so I couldn't see his face that well. That's why I thought I'd wake him up and went to pour the juice.
Okay, that sounds normal. Okay, tell me about this plan then. Yeah, what is this plan you had?
I knew right away the murderer was Matt. I knew because Juan, he was going to expose Matt's weakest weak point to the world. So Matt did this to stop Juan and silence him for good. That's when I thought I should forge some evidence and pin this crime on Matt.
So the forged pieces of evidence were the knife and the button.
The first thing that came to mind was to plant the knife.
Oh, so she, went over and got the knife. Is that what they're saying? Okay. That was so you can get the knife, correct?
The knife Matt used at dinner had his fingerprints all over it. I thought if I used that, then the police would certainly turn their eyes towards him. Matt was napping with his costume on at the time. I slipped in, took the knife, and returned to the scene of the crime.
Oh, that's horrible. Should we press this? I'm not even getting that much so far, so sure. So you were the one to stab the victim with that knife.
It gives me goosebumps to think about it now.
What a horrible thing I did.
But at the time, I couldn't control my own body. It moved on its own. Then, when I stabbed Juan's dead body, I suddenly realized something. If I used the button somehow, I could make Maddie look even more suspect.
So you thought you'd to rip one of the buttons off and plant it in Mr. Onguard's Hakama?
Yes, that's what I planned to do. But things never go that smoothly, do they?
Okay, no, I have a feeling I know what this is about, right? Because probably, oh yeah, Lana was in the hallway taking pictures, right? That should probably be it. She couldn't be seen. An inconvenience. Aha, okay. There it is.
There was a woman There was a woman with a camera at the ready, loitering in the hallway.
I'm willing to bet my spikes there was Lotta. Oh, yep.
There was also a woman with a ray gun at the ready, pacing back and forth.
That's Miss Oldbag for you.
I had already been caught and made into a big scoop for the certain weekly tabloid once, so I couldn't very well go out looking like myself and get caught again. And that's why I ended up using the Nickel Samurai costume.
Shit, this is our last statement. I can't think of any contradiction so far, so I don't know. You were the one who prepared that costume, weren't you?
Yes, I took it from Global Studios. I also put it into Juan's guitar case the day before the award ceremony.
You did this in preparation for the press conference, correct?
Yes. Juan wanted to wear that costume and hold a press conference in it. He was going to disclose Matt's big secret there.
And what is the secret?
That I don't know.
Wait, that can't be true. Because you hinted at knowing, like just now, right? I don't think so.
Anyway, I thought that if I were to leave Matt's room in the Nickel Samurai costume, then people would think that Matt was the real murderer. I was very careful not to leave any fingerprints when I opened the guitar case. I absolutely did not want anyone to know about the costume.
I think we've heard enough. So after that, you went back to Mr. Vanguard's room and planted the button.
Into Matsukama? Yes. After that, I folded up the costume I was wearing and put it into a bag. Then I snuck it out of the hotel and got rid of it.
My word! What does all this mean?
Mr. Edgeworth, is it? The real criminal is Matt on guard. Yesterday, that woman prosecutor sat me down for a talk.
Francisca, huh?
She said that I should, under no circumstances, confess to what I had done. That if I just kept quiet, then Matt would be found guilty for sure.
So she wanted you to commit perjury.
I had no choice but to believe in her words.
Yeah, I don't know if this is about her being dependent and her just trusting a lawyer, like anyone would. I don't know. Seems a little weird. Okay, what now?
What this witness has done is clearly unlawful. However, as long as her testimony stands, we can be certain she's not the real killer.
Wait, Your Honor! The defense still...
Right.
It's pointless. At this point in time, it's not possible to indict Miss Angela on anything.
Yes, exactly. There isn't a single piece of evidence that points to her as the murderer.
Like, yeah, I know that Phoenix wants to save Maya, but this is not the way. Yeah.
The cross-examination of this witness is over. And so is today's trial.
But there's also that.
You couldn't establish that the witness was the culprit. Please let it go, Mr. Wright.
No, Phoenix. But...
Mr. Edgeworth, please place Miss Andrews under arrest for further questioning.
Understood, Your Honor. The prosecution will arrange for her detention immediately.
That is all. Court is adjourned for today.
Shit. Yeah. No, oh, Phoenix. Oh, I hate seeing him like that. Today's trial. It's over. And I didn't win an acquittal. Witness, would you mind if I asked you something? Edgeworth?
What is it?
Before you leave court today, I wondered if I might look at one thing. The card in your hand, it's had my interest for quite some time now. What exactly is it?
Oh, this? Mr. Wright also asked me about this.
Yeah, we've already seen that symbol before.
Although I didn't remember at the time you asked me about it, Mr. Wright. I remember just now. I found this in the room on that day.
The room? That day?
Yes. I found this card when I discovered Juan's body.
Oh no.
It was lying there right next to him.
You found that card next to the victim's body? Way to leave that out of your testimony, too. Christ, come on.
I suppose I must have slipped it unconsciously slipped it into my pocket.
Oh, she just had to say it like that.
But it's not as if this card has any relevance to Juan's murder, right?
Yeah. No. Still a strange card if you ask me. But as far as a clue to this case, I don't see why. No. Edgeworth knows. That's still evidence. Witness. That card! Give it to me, hurry! Edgeworth? Do you have any idea what you have stupidly yet inadvertently done? This. I can't believe you hid this from me all this time.
I didn't mean to.
What is this all about? Well, Mia should know, right? That's still tampering with evidence. That was at the crime scene. I've never seen Edgeworth so emotional before. And yeah, we know where we've seen that symbol before. As a player. That card! What in the world is it? And what does it mean? Well, it's definitely important, that's for sure. Fuck, that was a long-ass trial. Oh my god. I mean, we'll have to see what happens. You know, in the next one. If there's a way that we can get a second day of court to wrap this up, that's gotta be it if we're adjourned for the day, right? But yeah, if we're going back into investigation somehow, I have no idea what that's gonna look like. Because there is, like, we already unpacked so much shit and you're telling me there's more? Like, goddamn, you know? But yeah, I mean, despite how stressful this is, I'm having a good time with this. Because I just remembered this case being really good and really, like, well put together. So again, I'm just excited to share the magic of this game with y'all. And excited to get into it in the next one, so. Anyway, join me for that. And we'll figure out what the hell is going on. So, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.